Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Speak English Club, where we delve into a variety of topics to enhance our understanding and improve our communication skills. I'm Alex, your host for tonight. Today, we are answering frequently asked questions about sex. To help us navigate this subject, we have Dr. Julia Carter, a sociologist specializing in gender and sexuality studies. Welcome, Dr. Carter.
Thank you, Alex. It's a pleasure to be here and answer frequently asked questions about sex.
Let's start with the basics. What is sex?
Sex can refer to different activities and contexts, including biological sex, the physical characteristics, such as reproductive organs and chromosomes, that classify individuals as male or female at birth. Sexual activity, actions involving genital contact or stimulation, often leading to sexual pleasure. This can include many forms of physical intimacy. Gender identity, how individuals perceive themselves and what they call themselves. It can be male, female, a blend of both, or neither, and may differ from the sex assigned at birth.
What is consent?
Consent is a mutual agreement between participants to engage in sexual activity. Consent must be freely given, without pressure, manipulation, or influence. Reversible, anyone can change their mind at any time. Informed, all participants should have a clear understanding of what the activity involves. Enthusiastic, willing participation, not just the absence of no. Specific, agreeing to one activity doesn't mean agreeing to others.
How can I practice safe sex?
Safe sex involves practices that reduce the risk of sexually transmitted infections, STIs, and unplanned pregnancies. Use condoms. Condoms, male and female, are effective at preventing STIs and pregnancy. Get vaccinated. Vaccines like HPV can protect against certain STIs. Regular testing. Get tested for STIs regularly and ensure your partners do too. Communicate. Discuss sexual health and boundaries with your partner.
What are sexually transmitted infections, STIs?
STIs are infections that are primarily spread through sexual contact. Common STIs include chlamydia, gonorrhea, human papillomavirus, HPV, herpes, HIV, AIDS, syphilis. Most STIs can be treated, and many are preventable with safe sex practices.
How does birth control work?
Birth control methods help prevent pregnancy. They include barrier methods, condoms and diaphragms, hormonal methods, pills, patches, injections, and IUDs, intrauterine devices, that release hormones to prevent ovulation. Emergency contraception, pills or devices used after unprotected sex to prevent pregnancy. Permanent methods, sterilization procedures like vasectomy or tubal ligation.
What is the average age for first-time sex?
The average age for first-time sex varies by country and cultural context, but is often reported in the late teens to early 20s. It's important to engage in sexual activity only when you feel ready and have the knowledge and consent needed for a positive experience.
What if I don't enjoy sex?
Lack of enjoyment in sex can stem from various factors. Physical issues, pain or discomfort during sex. Emotional factors, anxiety, stress, or past trauma. Relationship dynamics, communication issues or mismatched desires with your partner. Seeking help from a healthcare provider, therapist, or counselor can be beneficial in addressing these concerns.
Is it normal to masturbate?
Masturbation is a normal and common sexual activity. It involves self-stimulation of the genitals for pleasure. It is a safe way to explore your body, understand your sexual preferences, and relieve sexual tension. There are no negative health effects associated with masturbation unless it interferes with daily life or relationships.
How can I improve my sexual relationship?
Improving a sexual relationship often involves communication, openly discuss desires, boundaries, and preferences. Respect, understand and respect each other's needs and limits. Education, learn about sexual health and explore new ways to enhance intimacy. Connection, foster emotional and physical intimacy outside of sexual activity.
What should I do if I suspect I have an STI?
If you suspect you have an STI, take the following steps. Get tested. Visit a healthcare provider or clinic for STI testing. Inform partners. Notify recent sexual partners so they can get tested too. Follow treatment. Adhere to the prescribed treatment plan. Avoid sexual activity. Refrain from sexual activity until you're treated and cleared by a healthcare provider.
How does sexual orientation differ from gender identity?
Sexual orientation refers to who you are attracted to, e.g., heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, while gender identity refers to your internal sense of being male, female, both, neither, or somewhere along the gender spectrum. Both are independent aspects of a person's identity.
Can sex be addictive?
Sex addiction, also known as compulsive sexual behavior, is characterized by an intense focus on sexual thoughts, urges, or activities that disrupt daily life. Treatment often involves therapy, support groups, and addressing underlying issues.
How can I talk to my partner about sex?
Talking about sex with your partner involves choosing the right time, discuss sexual matters in a comfortable, private setting, being honest, clearly express your feelings, desires, and concerns, listening, understand your partner's perspective and find common ground, setting boundaries, respect each other's limits and consent.
What role does sexual health play in overall well-being?
Sexual health is an integral part of overall well-being. It encompasses physical, emotional, and social aspects. Maintaining good sexual health involves safe practices, open communication, and addressing any sexual health concerns with a healthcare provider.
What are the different types of contraceptives available?
Contraceptives include barrier methods, condoms, diaphragms, and cervical caps. Hormonal methods, birth control pills, patches, injections, and hormonal IUDs. Intrauterine devices, IUDs, both hormonal and copper options. Natural methods, fertility awareness-based methods and withdrawal. Permanent methods, sterilization for those seeking a permanent solution.
How can I reduce the risk of sexual dysfunction?
To reduce the risk of sexual dysfunction, maintain a healthy lifestyle, regular exercise, balanced diet, and avoiding smoking and excessive alcohol. Manage stress, use relaxation techniques and seek support when needed. Communicate, discuss sexual issues openly with your partner. Seek help, consult a healthcare provider for underlying medical or psychological concerns.
What is consent and why is it important?
Consent is the clear and voluntary agreement to engage in specific sexual activities. It's crucial because it ensures that all parties are willing participants, respecting their autonomy and preventing coercion or assault. Consent must be informed, specific, reversible, and given freely.
Can I get pregnant if I have sex during my period?
While pregnancy during menstruation is less likely, it's still possible. Sperm can live in the female reproductive tract for up to 5 days, so if you ovulate shortly after your period, there's a potential risk of pregnancy.
What should I do if I experience pain during sex?
If you experience pain during sex, consult a healthcare provider, identify any underlying medical issues. Use lubrication to reduce friction and discomfort. Communicate, Discuss any discomfort with your partner. Take it slow, engage in longer foreplay and gradually increase intensity.
How do I know if I am ready for sex?
You are ready for sex if you feel comfortable, emotionally and physically ready for the experience. Understand the implications of sexual activity, including health and emotional aspects. Have consent, mutual agreement with your partner. Prepared for safe sex practices and possible outcomes, like pregnancy and STIs.
What are the signs of a healthy sexual relationship?
Signs of a healthy sexual relationship include mutual respect. Both partners respect each other's boundaries and preferences. Open communication. Honest discussions about sex and related issues. Trust. Feeling secure and confident with each other. Enjoyment. Both partners find sexual activities pleasurable and fulfilling.
How can I enhance intimacy in my relationship?
Enhancing intimacy involves spending quality time. Engage in activities you both enjoy. Physical touch. Non-sexual physical affection can strengthen your bond. Emotional connection. Share your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Sexual exploration. Experiment with new ideas to keep your sexual life exciting.
What are common myths about sex?
Common myths about sex include: men always want sex more than women, sexual desire varies individually. Sex should always be spontaneous, planning can enhance anticipation and safety. Bigger is better, sexual satisfaction is not solely dependent on physical attributes. STIs only affect promiscuous people, anyone sexually active can contract STIs.
How does age affect sexual health?
Age can impact sexual health in various ways. Youth, risk of STIs and unintended pregnancies may be higher. Midlife, changes in sexual function due to hormonal shifts. Older age, sexual activity may decline, but desire and satisfaction can remain.
What should I do if I have a question about sex?
If you have a question about sex, consult a healthcare provider for medical concerns. Seek reliable resources, books, educational websites, or sexual health organizations. Talk to a trusted adult or counselor for guidance and support.
Thank you so much, Dr. Carter. Your answers have been incredibly valuable, and I hope our questions and answers helped shed light on the knowledge.
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate the opportunity to discuss this important topic. Answering frequently asked questions about sex is key to creating a more inclusive and supportive society.
And thank you to all our listeners for tuning in to the Speak English Club. Remember, open dialogue and empathy are essential in understanding diverse experiences. Have a great evening, and keep the conversations going.